Alright, so it's been a while since we have done one of these special events. This is the Greater All-Star. Basically think of the All-Star race, but this time instead of your field being in the 20s, the main consists of a full-on 42 driver field. There are 38 drivers currently locked into the main due to them winning anywhere between 2001 and 2007. And this does include them winning exhibition races. I am Audica joined up here in the booth with Monster, and we are ready to do the Open. It's 24 drivers racing for 4 spots. It will be the winners of stage 1 and 2, as well as the top 2 in stage 3, that will get a chance to put themselves into the main. Starting lineup is to your left, since it does not surpass more than 28, I will not have to go over it. As you see, Jeff Green is on pole.
Drivers, to your cars.
And who do you think is going to be the first one to lock in? Because firstly, if it were up to me, I'd say I'd probably throw the wrench in and probably say Dave Blaney. Good starting position. He could probably do good on the long runs.
I'd say probably, yeah, Dave Blaine is a good choice, but I think Jeff Green, RCR brought him a good car. Yeah, he definitely looks fast. Pole.
Looking to round out 3 and 4, getting ready to come to the green flag to start the first stage of the Greater All-Star Open. These stages are split evenly, all going to be 20 laps each. Going to be Jeff Green on the inside and Dave Blaney on the outside. And it's time to get the Greater All-Star Open underway. Jeff Green with a bit of a run heading into turn 1. And he will clear for the lead, and Dave Blaney already falling back. It's Ken Strader in the 49. Right
Jack
behind
Sprague.
him is Jack Sprague. Strader's going to go down low. Let's try and close in on the 30. Doesn't seem to be. Jeff Green's going to lead the first lap here at Charlotte. The separating top three are Green, Schrader, and Sprague. Dave Blaney locked in a battle for 4th, that being with Kevin LePage in the 37.
Reigns 6. Look at Norm Benning.
Norm Benning goes 4 wide with the 20. With Scott Wimmer and AJ Allmendinger. And Benning's going to clear. Boris Said's now going to try and throw his hat in. And here comes Kevin LePage, going to go to the 4th position. Ken Strader still trying to find a way to close in on the 30. And just Dave Blaney falling back. As now Tony Raines enters the top 5. Still locked up in a battle though with Dave. He's going to clear him. He's Ken Strader down to the inside. He's going to try and make a move on Jeff Green yet again. And he does. Ken Strader in the lead for the 49 for BAM Racing, but there's going to be a crossover move made by the number 30 AOL Chevrolet. So we're now a quarter of the way through stage 1.
Side by side.
As mentioned, the stage winner will move on to the main event. Same applies for stage 2. Dave Blaney trying to use the outside to his advantage against Scott Wimmer. One of the guys that are battling to try and get their way into the greater All-Star race. As mentioned, we have guys like Norm Benning, Scott Wimmer, Dave Blaney, who's taking a dip. As about him, Morgan Shepard, Stanton Barrett, Kerry Earnhardt, Jason Leffler, AJ Allmendinger, who is in a good starting position. You got Mike Wallace there in the 09. Bending out to the inside of the 77. Here comes Tony Raines. Again, that's going to be for third.
Get the third spot.
Scott Wimmer is entering his way into the top 5. John Andretti. He moves up here in the 43. Ken Schrader's going to dive down low yet again. Staying there. He's looking like he's going to try and get the advantage into 3 and 4. Coming to lap 9. Jeff Green still keeping that lead. Richard Childress Racing trying to get all 4 cars locked into the main event. So here comes Ken Schrader yet again as we're about to be halfway through stage 1. Schrader seemed to be a worthy opponent for Jeff Green here. Now Storm Benning falling back. And Schrader yet again. Side by side through 1 and 2. As we are now halfway.
Schrader edges ahead.
Down the back stretch. Tony Raines not that far away in the 96.
Got Wimmer as well.
9 to go in the stage. Ken Schrader leads that lap.
Here comes Tony Raines.
Raines going for second place. Almost makes contact with his fellow Chevy teammate. Now Tony Raines is second. Now it's Jeff Green falling back. It's Scott Wimmer now contending for the top 3. Kevin LePage working his way back up here.
Jeff Green look claw back.
As we get on 5 laps to go in stage 1, it's Ken Schrader leading over Tony Raines and a third place battle between Jeff Green and Scott Wimmer. Green and Wimmer still side by side. That's going to pull in Kevin LePage. With 6 laps to go here in the first stage. And now you see there Dave Blaney looking to the inside of Kevin LePage. As he does, he's going to try and push LePage outside
Tony
the
Raines gotta run.
top 5 as Tony Raines is now going to try and look on the inside of Ken Schrader. Schrader wasn't able to shut the door in time. Here comes Raines. But it's going to be Schrader that overpowers him. 5 laps to go in stage 1. Jeff Green's starting to work his way back up here. Jeff Green's in the back bumper of Tony Raines.
Time it's first stage.
Here comes Green. Now he's circling back around to take 3 laps to go. Tony Raines still trying to close in on Schrader. As it is now
Here he
3 laps to go.
comes.
Here comes Tony Raines. He has help from Jeff Green. And it's going to be the Hall of Fame Racing 96 trying to take the lead.
Dave Blaney's back in the mix.
Inside starting to build up. Scott Winter is there as well. And Hall of Fame Racing's Tony Raines now to the lead here in the open. Jeff Green right behind him. Then it's Scott Wimmer and Dave Blaney on that inside. Ken Schrader's going to get shuffled back. 2 to go. Now can Jeff Green do anything to try and lock himself in early? As Wimmer has worked his way to 3rd, Dave Blaney still trying to close in on Schrader.
Here comes
Green.
Jeff Green.
They're going to come back around to take the white flag in stage number 1. They're side by side out of 3 and 4. Can Green get the advantage heading onto the front stretch? He does. White flag out in stage number 1. All top 3 close together. Green, Raines, and Wimmer. We're going to go around turns 1 and 2 for the final time in the stage.
Green is pulling away. All but
Yeah.
got it at this point.
And Scott Wimmer trying to see if he can try and get that lead entering stage 2, but it will be Jeff Green blocking all 4 RCR cars into the main. And as Jeff Green pulls it down to pit road to pull it behind the wall to get ready for the main, it will be Tony Raines that will lead the field to Green for stage number 2. First set of 20 laps are done, and we're about to go into our next set of 20 laps. But will these drivers come down pit road is the question. It looks like they will. They're making the It looks like they're going to make the decision to come down. It'll be Tony Raines leading them. Nobody's going to... And nobody's going to be staying out. So they're gonna pit and get ready for the next 20 lap segment. What's the strategies they're gonna pull here? As you can see, they are finally out in their pit boxes. And it looks like Tony Raines is going to come out. Top 3 is going to be...
Johnny Sauter got good stuff at least.
And Sauter was able to... It looks like Sauter was able to beat out Dave Blaney for 2nd. We will go green this time by to start off stage 2. Front. Oh, it looks like Johnny Sauter got out 4th. Still good for him. He's now inside top 5. Front row will be Tony Raines and Dave Blaney. Top 5 will be those two, as well as Schrader, Sauter, and Wimmer. The outside looking in being Andretti, Petty, Benning, LePage, and Sprague. They're going to form up double file. Heading through 3 and 4, it is Rains on the inside, Blaney on the outside. Heading into the first green flag of the second 20-lap segment. This will be the final stage that only the winner will make it in. After this, it will be the top 2 that will lock in to the main event. Green flag. It looks like Dave Blaney tried to get the better start, but Tony Raines immediately trying to make that inside work. Kyle Petty goes 3 wide with Wimmer and Andretti. Right there, looked like there was near contact between Andretti and Wimmer. And it's Tony Raines now to the lead. And Kenton Schrader is going to pull out the second. Dave Blaney is going to try and keep third from Johnny Sauter. Kyle Petty working his way up to the field, now inside the top 5. Up there coming from the 37. It is still Tony Raines up front. As we are already closing in on 10 laps to go. Here comes Dave Blaney to the inside for second. Blaney trying to resurge himself after a bad stage 1. Wants to try and get that lead heading into stage 3. And it looks like Tony Raines already pulling away. Dave Blaney looking to close in on the 96.
Here comes Dave Blaney.
Dave Blaney looking to lock himself in early.
Johnny Sauter battling third behind guys.
As he's battling there with Ken Schrader. Dave Blaney to the lead, Tony Raines. We'll look back down to the inside. Maybe 10 laps to go in stage 2.
Here comes Sauter into the mix.
That's Raines to the lead with 10 to go in stage 2. Not Raines, Blaney. Here comes Sauter to the inside of Raines. Wasn't able to get it in completely. Raines gets the run. Coming at 8 to go here in the second stage. Ken Schrader, who was running up there in the front of stage 1, has fallen back to 7th. As Tony Raines again tries to close in on Dave Blaney. Coming to 7 to go. Here comes Raines. And it is Tony Raines back up front. Six to go.
And it looks like 5 to go. Hall of Fame Racing will be on the way to the main event.
Now 5 to go. Tony Raines pulling away from Dave Blaney.
Kyle Petty in third.
Dave Blaney still looking to close in.
Almost there.
Dave Blaney might be a competitor for Tony Raines for the end of the stage.
Raines gonna have to try and hold him off. Here he comes.
It was Tony Raines, 3 laps to go in the stage. Tony,
Here comes Kyle
Dave
Petty.
Blaney's there. Kyle Petty is there. Coming around to take the 2 laps to go here in stage 2.
Running away. Battle for second. It's up.
Petty look to try and make it a dead heat to see who will lead the green flag in the final stage. Dave Blaney's going to take the white flag. Tony Raines is nowhere near him. So Blaney is on his way to lock in the Jasper 77 into the main event.
Join Jeff Green event.
If he's going to join Jeff Green. Coming around the final turn, Tony Raines is trying to close in, but he will have to try make it in the final stage as Dave Blaney is going to lock himself into the main event.
Oh! Oh, and a huge hit for Ken Schrader. That sucks for Ken Schrader. He had a good race going.
And that
Yeah, Ken Trader is done for the event.
No, it looks like Dave. Or rather, unfortunate news is you see Kyle Petty.
So ahead of Tony. Followed by Johnny Sauter and Norm Benning.
And it looks like there has been an update now. As we know, it seems to be that getting word that Tony Raines is now locked into the event. As it looks like the 77 has withdrawn from the event.
Tony Raines being the second place guy would punch.
And it appears the team did not bring a backup car here at Charlotte, so Dave Blaney's going to miss out on an opportunity to go for the million, and that means Tony Raines will be locked into the main event. So now it is Kyle Petty and Johnny Sauter, the top two, with
Norm Benning in third.
Norm Benning there in third in the 57.
Kevin LePage and David Rudeman, top five.
Jeff Green, Tony Raines, and Ken Schrader out. Dave Blaney will not make it to the main event due to the team not bringing a backup car. And as mentioned earlier, if the stage winner does wreck out trying to get back down into pit road, then second place will take the spot. So that's why Tony Raines is locked in. And now we're at the point where they believe we'll go green next time by. It will be Kyle Petty, Johnny Sauter, the front row. So I was expecting Kyle Petty to move out of the way on that under that caution. You knew that, right?
Yep.
But Petty decided to make contact with Dave Blaney, and that just pretty much screwed over Blaney's chance of being in the main event. But other than that, time for the final stage. And we're only going to have, and it looks like we might only have as, oh, jeez, what a restart by Johnny Sauter.
Look at Norm Benning. up to second. Remember, the top two will advance. Norm Benning could actually move to the main event here, where he is.
As Kyle Petty now looks to the inside of Benning. Can't get there, though. Kenny Wallace in the Furniture Row 78 battling with David Ruderman. Scott Wimmer there in that battle. Now Benning is closing in on the 70.
It's a little battle for the lead here.
Two Chevrolets up front with a Dodge right behind them. Kenny Wallace and David Ruderman still going at it. They come back around to 10 laps to go in the open. Goddard and Benning looking to make the open be a Chevrolet sweep. Kyle Petty there in the Dodge trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Comes Petty, but again, he still isn't able to get the job done on Benning. Now here comes Petty again. Side by side with Benning. Benning now loses second to Petty. That will be 5 laps to go. Kyle Petty going for the lead, trying to lock himself into the main. Five to go. Petty's in.
3-car dash for the win.
Yep, 3-car dash, only 2 can make it in. Here comes Benning. 3 cars within a blanket. Stoddard, Petty, Benning.
Here comes Benning.
Benning looks to the inside of the number 57, Monte Carlo. Side by side, heading into the front stretch. 4 to go. Sauter up front.
Right now, it looks like Sauter may lock himself in. Benning and Petty battle for the last spot.
Benning lost the run, doesn't need to worry. Could still try and close in.
Benning starting to
Petty.
fall back a bit.
F 3 to go, but now Benning could reel back in. Battle for the lead now. Petty and Sauter. Sauter trying to use the outside to his advantage.
Norm, where does he go?
Looks like Benning's gonna help Petty.
Yeah, he's gonna try and get around Sauter. Dead.
Two Chevrolets battling for the final spot. 2 to go. Petty scoots away. Sauter and Benning for the final spot. Going down the backstretch, the penultimate time. I don't know if Benning can close in on Sauter in the next 1.5 lap.
Take a mistake from the 70. Benning's got a shot.
Here we go. The white flag has been displayed here in the open. Does Benning have enough time to catch up to Sauter? Tom Petty is scooting away, and he is going to make sure that Chevy does not sweep all of the main event spot, all of the spots that are going to be locked in. Number 45 Dodge comes back around. Kyle Petty is going to win, and Johnny Sauter is going to join him in being locked in. Norm Benning just misses out in third. Scott Wimmer in fourth, and Kenny Wallace propels from the back all the way up to fifth. Let me just put this down. Hold on. Jeffrey. I don't want that. And that's going to conclude it from the main. Your full results being showed on the right. You truly hate to see it for guys like Ken Schrader and Dave Blaney. Of course, Blaney having the stage 2 one, but wasn't able to make it in as to reckon the only car that the 77 team brought to Charlotte. Out of the way, the Open is over, and later on today will be the main event. So we will see you later.